From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming your way next. And starting in this one, Kevin Gausman. What's the scouting report on him?
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
Ready to go now. And up to the plate is Will Smith.
The catcher, number 16, Will Smith.
And we're off and rolling in Toronto. Next pitch misses. Ball 2.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
The 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Freddie Freeman.
Well, last year had over 90 RBIs, fell short of that 100 benchmark milestone, but you know he's got motivation to come out this year and reach that number. He's just a quality hitter, sound mechanics, and look for him to be a big run producer in this lineup.
Here's Shohei Ohtani.
Yes.
Just getting started here in Toronto.
Good one, Kevin.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
2 outs, base is empty. Freddie Freeman, the next to hit. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
And now it's Max Muncy. Yo one.
No,
as a veteran
that's
out
a
there on
ball.
the bump, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
Here's a 1-1. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Varsho on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 hit, 1 left. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. Back here at Rogers Center. And on the hill for the Dodgers, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. The 0-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. The 1-1.
Oh.
High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there.
No,
And a
no,
foul
no,
ball.
that's foul, that's foul.
2-2. And there's
That's
a
the
ball.
ball.
That one
Ball
misses.
four. Take it
So a
back.
leadoff walk.
Batting
Catcher
second,
challenge.
the first
We'll take
baseman,
another look.
Vladimir Guerrero
Not far out of the
Jr.
zone, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to one challenge left. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. Now a quick throw to first. And Springer's in there safely. This one in the dirt. Throws to second, but he's in there easily. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, Boog, not exactly making him earn it right now with the walk and now a wild pitch. He's going to need to find a way to refocus out there, get back in the strike zone before this unravels on him.
Man at second. That's too low. And a count 2-1. Fastball for a strike. And it remains 2-2. Ground ball left side and foul ball.
There we
Started
go.
after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, didn't go. Swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 1 out and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Here comes Springer around third. He scores, and they have the lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
1 out, runner at second. Dalton Varsho getting ready to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Varsho with a homer in his last game.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Oh, 0-2 now. Ball 1 there. Curve in the dirt, kicks away. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. This ball's chopped on the ground. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Not every base hit is a liner into the gap, just like not every strikeout's a perfect slider down and away. I mean, right there, he just put the ball in play on the ground and gave it his all to get down to first for the knock.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Good power, not great in the OBP department.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Runners at the corners, one away. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Right through there for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-2.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in. This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the end.
Left field. And he makes the catch.
Well, that was a bad read off the bat, but he still managed to make the catch. That could have turned out much worse. Catch saved him a run.
And now the DH, Davis Schneider.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact a game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Pitch misses. Ball one. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. In comes the run from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
So up next, Jesus Sanchez.
Strike one.
Two on, 2 outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. And that one is inside. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. Here's the throw. He'll score easily, and they're up by 3.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
First and second, 2 outs. Ernie Clement now at the plate. 2 for 8 in the series so far.
That's
Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Breaking ball misses outside.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
Here's a 2-2. Swing, and he popped it up. Has room, and he makes the catch. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We move to the second in Toronto. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Dodgers nothing. Back now in Toronto. All set for the start of the inning.
They're off to a great start. 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ball game.
Mookie Betts, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
To third. Fires over to Guerrero. 1 out in the second.
Batting 6, the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Gausman, more than 100 career wins on the mound. A former first-round pick back in 2012. Check swing called strike, and that is strike 1. Late swing, foul to the left. On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
7, the center fielder, number 25, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman at the plate. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Hey!
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
2 down, nobody on. It's through for a hit, and that keeps the inning going.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
That's out the corner. Nope, that's high.
Edman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a foul out of play. Two now. This to third. Barger zips it across, and Hernandez is out. And the inning is over. 1 left for LA. They trail in this one 3-0. And we're back. Who doesn't love a rubber match, Siggy? This game is big for both these teams. It's early, but we have a tight one so far.
Yeah, Boog, anytime you're trying to take a series, there's a little extra juice in the dugout. Everyone wants that edge.
Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the right fielder, number 4.
Back to the leadoff spot, the Blue Jays lineup. George Springer will hit next. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Coming around third is Jimenez. He'll score. It's 4-zip.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays.
That's a ball.
Man at second.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Way back there. It's got a chance. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay, not in time. He scores. Then it's 5-0.
Well, this one started with a bad jump, a bad read off of the bat. He ends up having to try to leap out of desperation. Can't come down with it, and it turned into extra bases.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Yoshinobu Yamamoto done for the day, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
Number
the
70 comes
Number
on now.
70,
This is his
Justin
5th appearance of the year.
Rowerke.
Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And first offering is fouled off. Fought off foul. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Stays alive. The 0-2. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's a base hit. Runner from second scores as they add on. So a man at first. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Dalton Varsho, reached on an infield single his first time. Oh, 1 down. He swings and fouls one off. Kirk gets his lead at first with nobody out. Pitch misses inside, and the count 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Payoff pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. So a walk. Puts runners at first and second.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the third baseman, Addison.
First and second and nobody out. And now Addison Barger. He's 0 for 1. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. No outs, runners at first and second. Now one missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That's to third, and that chance handled. Rojas for 1. Throw
He's
first,
safe.
but he beat it.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter, Jason.
So now the DH spot,
Schneider.
Davis Schneider. Singled and drove in a run his first time through.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
No, that's a ball.
Two on, 1 out. That one
No,
outside.
that's a ball.
And now 3-0. Fastball for a strike at 95. And now a full count.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and
Let's
third.
go.
And
Ball
they're all
4.
loaded
Take
up.
your base.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, Jesus.
Now the
Sanchez.
left fielder, Jesus Sanchez. RBI single his last time up. And
Nope,
delivers
that's outside.
outside. Movement in the bullpen. Brusdar Graterol, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Next
Right,
offering in there for a strike. And a count even 1-1. On the ground, right side. And it goes just foul. The 1-2. Just misses
that's
the
away.
mark outside the zone. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
That one fouled off.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98. But a really good pass at the ball.
And a foul ball. Next offering upstairs.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they get 3 runs in the inning, but they also leave the bases loaded. We played 2 full. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Dodgers nothing. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. Back here at Rogers Center, new inning getting started. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Ball 1, no strikes.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
In the air, right field. Springer coming on. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Dodgers, the catcher, Will.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Will Smith to the plate. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Ball, hot.
And that one is lifted in the air. Sanchez has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out. Let's take a look at his pitch usage in this one, Singy.
Well, he's known for that four-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. The results speak for themselves, and he probably won't want to change a thing.
Ohtani now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? 2 down, nobody on.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Got him. That ends the frame. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They still find themselves down 6-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Jimenez batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. This one in the air, right field. And that'll get down for a hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it, it's a knot. And those are the ones that'll make you smile as a hitter just about every time.
Chop to third. Off balance feed. There's one. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. digs in now.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
That's out to center field, and that's the inning. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They lead it though, 6-0. Welcome back to this rubber match. A bit of a blowout at this point, but plenty of game left.
Comeback story on tap. Everyone loves some drama down the stretch. You win this one, you leave the park feeling like you accomplished something special.
First one to Freeman is in for a strike.
Strike two.
Fastball is outside. And they'll do it again. That
Ball
one just
inside.
misses.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Up the middle. Jimenez throw to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Up next for the Dodgers, the third baseman, number 13, Max.
Here comes Max Muncy. Fly to center his first time. Muncy working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
High fly ball right field. Springer gets under it. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Mookie.
Here's Mookie Betts now.
Yeah.
He's 0 for 1.
Ball one.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. He was late there. Strike 1. Out towards right center field. And that is that. Dodgers go down quietly. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back now in Toronto. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Popped in the air, left field. 1 up, 1 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Blue Jays, the center fielder.
Now here is Dalton Varsho. Swing and a miss.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Swing and a miss at a slider. Got him looking for the K. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, he locked him up with the cutter on the outside right there, and I got to think he was looking middle in because he just couldn't pull the trigger. And You know, with 2 strikes, fastball coming in, you've got to be ready to swing it. That time it cut to the outside part of the plate, and he just couldn't pull the trigger.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. 2 down, nobody on. Outside low, and it's 1-1. That one missed. Close, but called a ball. 3-1 now. In the air, left field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
And next is the designated hitter, Davis Schneider.
Schneider.
Fastball for a strike. 0-1. That clips a corner. Swing and a ground ball. Play made, that ends the inning. Blue Jays held in check, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
You know, these Dodgers need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Chopper to second. Clement flips it behind his back. It's there, and that's a great play.
It's frustrating for these hitters because they know they're not missing by much, but it's going to take an adjustment to see some changes.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. On the ground at first, Guerrero takes it himself, and the first 2 set down on the top of the 5th.
The left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Grounded out his first time. Hernandez, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's a former home run derby champ.
Now, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
2 down, nobody on. Outside low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. That's the 3rd out. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Rogers Center, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Sanchez leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, these Blue Jays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Laced into left. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
Clement in the box again, takes a strike. Line drive, leaps and he's got it.
Timed it perfect. It's hard, I think, for those guys on the corners because, especially when it's a right-handed hitter for third baseman, you don't see the ball all that well going through the zone. And if it's a left-hander, you got a better shot at it because you can see the ball going through, see the contact. And so that jump isn't always on time. Sometimes it's a little early, sometimes it's a little bit late, but that one was perfect.
Here's Andres Jimenez. And now the 0-1. On the ground, could be 2. To Betts at second for 1. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Dodgers nothing. We hope you're enjoying the game of the week on MLB The Show. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Now, Miguel Rojas.
Los Angeles, the second baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Go, Toronto!
Ground ball to the right side. And that one handled. The throw to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Dodgers, the catcher, Will Smith.
So the batting order turns over. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Oh!
That one catches the zone, and the count 1-1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
2-1 now. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Struck him out looking. And that's 4 strikeouts.
The designated hitter,
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He has, as they like to say.
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power? That's right.
That catches the top part of the zone. 0-1.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Swings through that.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Fights it off. You'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Just off the outside edge. And the count is 2-2. Just misses with that one.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And a payoff pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Jimenez in plenty of time to first, and they get Ohtani for the out. And that's the 3rd out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, George Springer.
Springer.
Inside.
No, that's a ball.
Ball 1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Swings through that one for strike 2. On a line. Can't get there, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Now at the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ripped, but it curls foul. Springer on at first, nobody out. Late on that fastball.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2 keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Almost got him. Swing and a bouncer. Fires over to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the catcher, Alejandro.
So now with 1 away and a man at second, Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays.
No, that's a ball.
Laser to the gap, should score the run. Here comes Springer around third. He will score, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. And in at second with an RBI double.
Well done, drives in the run. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
And at second with 1 away. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And that one hit to first, and that's just foul. Man at second.
No, that's a ball.
The 2-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. In the air, right field, Tucker under it. 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the third baseman, Addison.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Number 70 will depart, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher on here, Brusdar Graterol.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And next for Toronto, Addison Barger, 1 for 3. That one close, ruled a ball, and it's 1-0.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
Man on second, 2 down.
Oh.
That one misses. 3 balls and a strike. Fly ball down the line. And it had the distance, but slices foul.
Well, pitcher's probably thinking he's a little late on that pitch, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed him up, not give him something off speed that he can handle.
And ball 4 to a board.
The Blue Jays, the designated hitter, Davis Schneider.
Davis Schneider getting ready to hit. And that drops in for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Rock Stewart looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Two on, 2 outs. To the right side. Makes a sliding stop to first. And that's a great play for the out. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We're through 6 full. Blue Jays 7 and the Dodgers nothing. It's the game of the week on MLB The Show. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia.
Yeah. Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
And that one did find the strike zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Here's your 1.
Oh.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep. And then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. Muncy in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Oh, look at the stop. There's 1. And 2.
He's out.
What a play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brock Stewart.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Jesus Sanchez now at the plate.
Strike. Woo.
And a swing and a miss, and there's 1 down.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Clement in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate.
Ball 2.
The Blue Jays up big in this one here at the bottom of the 7th. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the shortstop, Andres.
Now it's the shortstop, Andres Jimenez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Ball 1. Ball.
That one lifted to left. Hernandez in position, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to begin the 8th. Kyle Tucker steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Braden Fisher getting loose out there. Gosman still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point he wants to finish what he started.
Climb the ladder with that fastball. That is strike 2. That one to first, and that chance handled. Guerrero takes it to the bag. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Next for the Dodgers, the center fielder, number 25.
Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball out of the hand of a guy like this because he's so competitive.
Edman stands in now and watches strike one. Here's the 0-2. And that one missing low.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out at a splitter.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Hit hard, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Hernandez off of first with two away. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Inside, almost got him. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up. Totally dominant on the mound as he's through 8 without surrendering a run. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer. And there's a foul ball.
I'm so glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
That's the ball.
Stewart, a 6'3" righty, 220 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. The 1-1 is fouled off. Outside, and that's ball 2. That one missed. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the first baseman, Vladimir.
Digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want at the plate. Such a good hitter. Can also flash some power.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Out towards right center field. Tucker should have this one. Brings it in.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the catcher, Alejandro.
Alejandro Kirk will hit next.
Up. Oh.
In the air, left field. He makes the grab.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Brock Stewart departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Pitching change here,
Number
Alex
51,
Vesia. He
Alex
pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Now the Toronto four-hole hitter, Dalton Varsho. And the first pitch misses for ball one. That one missed. The Jays up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Right side, hard hit. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Looks like he's heading back out for the ninth as he'll go for the shutout when we get back.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Blue
It's the
Jays,
top of the ninth,
number
and there's a new pitcher on the
63,
mound, Braden Fisher.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how
Leading
sharp
off for
he
Los
is.
Angeles,
Your mental
the catcher,
toughness matters in
Will
situations like this as well.
Foul ball. And the 0-1. Ripped to right, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Shohei.
Now here is Shohei Ohtani. 0 for 3 in this one. Check swing, but he went too far, and it's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen. Jimmy Garcia getting ready to go. Double play ball to second to Jimenez. They get the double play and just one out to go now.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So it's their last chance in this one. And here's Freddie Freeman. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
They're down to their final strike.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. And that'll do it as they complete the strikeout to end it.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
This one ends 7-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week.